Coach Bam recently said that when he didn't make Team USA, you told him that he wasn't ready. What did you think that he had to improve upon, and what have you made of his season?
He's actually, from what he's a different player now than he was when we had all the tryouts. I think that in general, when I said, he wasn't quite ready, I think he didn't show what he could really do. And I think that was just maybe a product of, the guys that he was around. He was in a different environment. He probably deferred more than he needed to. He probably was a little unsure of himself, that kind of thing. And in that sense, if that same tryout was today, I think he'd look a lot differently at it. Because we talked about, being aggressive and doing things that you would normally do. But I just think he probably deferred and was maybe too polite and, too just maybe not ready for the occasion at that particular time. And, now that you see him during the season, I've shaken my head several times and saying, that's not the guy that we saw, during the tryout. And maybe that was my fault. Maybe I should have done it differently, so his skills could come out. But, that's the best I can offer you, the truth.
Even though he was not going to be on your team during the season, do you look upon that Team USA as like wanting to motivate guys, or is it just honest assessment to him when you're speaking to him?
I'm not sure what.
Like with them being your players at the time, are you hoping that whatever you leave them with, you're going to motivate them to get better, or is it just honest assessment at that time, even though they're not going to be your players during the season?
Well, no, I mean, honesty is always the key, and all those guys, they were great. I mean, I enjoyed them. It was a great time. They were wonderful. We played one bad game, and in that situation, you can't do that. But they were fantastic. They'd never played together before, any of them, and it's a different moment. It's a different game and a different moment. But considering everything, I thought they were wonderful, and I like to think that they all improved. That they allowed us to coach them. We coached them hard. They gave us everything they had. So in that sense, it made it great. The coaches were great fun. It was like having a clinic every day. And for a long time, for about 48 days or whatever it was. So the crew that we had was spectacular.